Angels, God, and Me, and I'm your host, Mary Amy, coming to you live. My site is listed on the screen, maryamyofficial.com. As an intuitive wisdom coach and empath, I'm ultra sensitive, and I'm capable of understanding and knowing your spirit. I've joined forces with the 4 elements of nature to be in the flow. Let's begin to transition bad luck and bad karma to goodness. Angels are celestial beings performing acts of goodness for humanity. I hope to bring us together in a peaceful way of life. On today's show, we have topics, a prayer, a blessing, angel facts, a visualization. We have guest Devon Blythe, founder of the Balance Effect, and products. I'd like to start with a prayer, something that I used to say during this radio show that I did last year on A1R Psychic Radio Moonstruck TV. Be the first to be a friend, be the first to speak of light, be the first to acknowledge the beauty of nature. I'd like to do an angel blessing. And I'm going to pull it up right now. There you go. Oops, didn't want that to. Oh, goodness. That's what happens. Too many things come up. It's all right. It's fine. Angels around us, angels beside us, angels within us. Angels are watching over us when times are good or stressed. Their wings wrap gently around you, whispering, "You are loved and blessed." I hope everyone's doing well today. Trying to figure out how. It's funny because I don't know what happened here. I can't, oh, there it is. Okay. So let's hide that now. Okay. This morning I would like to do a visualization. What I know from my experience as an empath intuitive, we all have energy fields around us. Surrounding our bodies, the mental, physical, emotional, and spiritual characteristics are stored. When I do a reading, even if I'm not holding your hands and I'm next to you, I am seeing through my third eye. I look at a person and for some reason I can tune in and then I can see what's going on around them. And usually it's all those characteristics that I just mentioned. So I see that in the form of images, symbols, your experiences, and the vibration is high, so it comes through to me. I might see an animal, a bird. I might see, I could even see a spirit that's around you. I could see the strongest situation or issue that you're having comes through. And my purpose here is, to help you dismiss and clear away any darkness that's inside of you. And I share ways and techniques of releasing negativity, negative emotions, anger, fear, sadness, and replacing it with light. I'm not saying that we all have to be happy all the time or bright and pure, but what I'm trying to do is, if I'm trying to dispel anything that's harming you. So if it changes your mood or it's hurting you, that's what I'm trying to share, how to help you become your happiest. So let's all close our eyes. Let's breathe and relax our bodies. Let's take 3 inhales and exhales. Now I'd like you to imagine looking up to the sky. Your eyes are closed. And you're looking up to the sky, and you see an enormous ball of bright, glowing light, and it's coming towards you. And you trust the light, and you're asking the light to encompass your entire body. From the top of your head to the tip of your toes. So the ball is all around you, this big, beautiful, brilliant ball of glowing light. And now as you accept the brilliant ball of light, you feel any negative feelings disappear. It leaves your system. They evaporate. And it's replaced by light. It's warmth. It's purity. Now I'd like you to hold on to that feeling and breathe out any old energy, letting go. You can feel the light inside of your being, surrounding your being, and it's clearing away any negativity. Now I will count backwards, and you open your eyes. 3, 2, 1. Before our guest today, which she's coming on in a few minutes, I want to bring up the fact that I have a t-shirt. And it's Angels, God, and Me. I'm having these made up in different colors like gray and black. And you can find that on my website, maryamyofficial.com. It's $28 and you can Venmo me. And when you do order it, I'd like you to tell me what you like about the show. And if you can make any recommendations. Also, I want to mention that I would love to do intuitive readings. I speak of being an intuitive, and I'd love to give intuitive readings. And here's our guest. Hold 1 second, I'm just going to present you. So this morning we had a little techno issue, which was that Devon had lost her Wi-Fi. And we did a tech test, and here we go. So this is Devon. Hold on, Devon. And Devon is the founder of the Balance Effect. She's a certified body-mind spiritual wellness practitioner. Thank you for joining us this morning.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, well, you're here in one way or another. And
we figured it out.
We figured it out. Just call in. And, I'll bring up right now because, we are doing this just purely by voice. Do you have a podcast? Are you part of a podcast, Devon?
Yes, I am. So I have a podcast with my co-host Samantha, and we are the Woke AF podcast. You can find us on Instagram, and then you can also look us up anywhere you listen to podcasts. We're focused on spirituality and self-development, and really helping anyone who listens really try and be the best version of themselves.
So, I read up a little bit about you, and I found information on your Instagram, and I know you mentioned LinkedIn. You give tools to expand your conscious awareness. Is that a mental, spiritual, or physical? Are you giving exercises related to mental exercises, spiritual, or physical?
So I would say it's all three, honestly. I believe all three are tied together, but it's mostly focused on, I would say it's more lot of methods that are used in psychology. So I use like psychotherapy methods. I like use gestalt and parts work therapy with my clients. And I find that it's very important to really dive into your subconscious and become aware of what is causing maybe resistance or blockages in your life. But I believe that's directly correlated and leads right into spirituality as well.
How can we self-grow and be better versions of ourselves? What are some techniques or steps that we can learn from you right now?
Wow, there's so many. I feel like one of the biggest things that will help you catapult your life in the direction that you really want it to and bring the most joy and happiness into your life is self-awareness. And when people typically hear self-awareness, they think, I'm aware of myself, I can observe certain things or emotions, but it runs so much deeper than that. And I find that it's so vital to start observing what your triggers are and when you go into a reactive state, because that's showing you unhealed trauma typically. And I feel like when we go into our shadow selves, as Young has presented to us, we can uncover some deeper things that may have been fragmented or cut off. So a practice that I really love to start with is generally just meditation, particularly Vipassana meditation. That's awareness meditation, so you're just kind of sitting and trying to observe your breath first, your thoughts, and then kind of any emotions that come up. I also really think that in the beginning stages of self-awareness, mindfulness practices are very important because it's going to bring you into the present moment, and it's only through the present moment that you can start to observe the things that are causing you to be triggered or go into a reactive state.
So, how do you find that out? Like, because if you're not there, because you're kind of watching your client, how does someone on their own figure that out? You're saying that you're just saying that they become more aware of themselves?
Correct. So what I'm saying is let me ask you this, are you particularly asking when I'm working with a client one-on-one, or how can someone start to gain more self-awareness on their own in general?
I'm saying when someone generally, so here we are and people are joining us and they're thinking, how can I do this on my own? Like, what are some, and you said meditation and, then you can realize about your breath and so what else can you suggest?
So, moving further from the beginning practices, you then want to start looking at the things that cause resistance in your life. So what are the aspects of your life you want to improve on? Because how can you change something if you don't know what you want to change? So I really like the idea of becoming aware of what's causing maybe resistance or not making you happy in your life. And not really overthinking it, but just becoming aware that that's actually just present in your current reality. I then would suggest kind of looking at what it is that you do want. Because a lot of the times I feel like what we do is we know where our problems are usually, and we know how to talk about them. And then we can start to observe what kind of doesn't make us happy, but what do you do with that? Well, what you can do from then is go into the direction of, well, what is it that I do want? I'm now aware of what I don't want, so that should clearly show you what you do want. And then once you start realizing these things, you can start developing the boundaries. You can start looking at how you got into the position that you are now, and you can start to develop practices and ways that can bring you not only more in the present moment, but then create that mindfulness, that space, so that you can observe yourself, so that when you start to uncover maybe triggers that you have, you can start to shift those triggers, uproot them, and move yourself towards the direction of the things that you want to go into. And that's going to take some practice. It's not going to be something that's going to come overnight. So that's why I said start with meditation and mindfulness practices first.
That was an excellent answer. Do you suggest, I'm curious, do you suggest when someone's making these changes in their life, and those sound like some big changes because they're really trying to, you said their roots, do you suggest that people share this information with other, people in their lives, or keep it to themselves? Because I know when people in your life get low to that you're making changes, then they kind of freak out and they stop you.
Yeah, that's a good question. I love this question. I would say that it's very individual, but I would honestly, unless you're working with someone or the person that you want to share this information with is able to hold space and not judge or insert their opinion, but just listen. I would keep it to yourself for the most part, unless you really trust the person, because at the end of the day, people are going to perceive what you tell them from their subjective perspective. And unless they're trained or they've done the work themselves or they can separate their own opinion from listening to someone else, they're going to then project their own opinions and insecurities and lack of awareness onto you, and that could then sway the person trying to do the work. People really struggle with change, and when you do work like this, change is going to happen, but for the best, that's the intention. But then that could mean changes for other people in your life, and so that could scare other people. And so when you're starting to do these things and these changes and work in these really deep ways, I would almost suggest letting your results speak for themselves before you start confiding in other people.
Right. And, sometimes people might actually choose to tell people because they don't want to make the change. And so they're looking for someone to support it not happening. And that could...
Oh, yeah.
Like, well, so-and-so said so. And so now that validates that maybe this isn't a good idea after all.
Well, it's like, give me the excuse not to do the work, right? But I would invite you to ask yourself, well, what is it that you're running away from? And why are you looking for that excuse? And what is it that's within you that actually might be afraid to do the work? Where's that trigger coming from? And why is it there? So these are things that you need to start to look at and observe.
I love how you explain. Obviously, you're very kind. And when you're working with someone, they feel that they're very supported by you, which is a key to being, someone who's a healer, a helper. Can you tell us some basic or advanced ways to embody our highest self?
Ooh, yeah. Well, your higher self or your highest self is always trying to pull you in the right direction. And so I'm going to give you some clues and tips. It's not really you needing to connect to your higher self, in my opinion. It's you needing to get out of your own way so that your higher self can pull you in the direction that it knows your heart wants to go into. So it's really funny about the human species, and just like the mind and the ego in general, is that we tend to overthink things and create such a critical. We need to rationalize everything. We need proof. We need steps. And so a lot of people are very much disconnected from their innate knowledge and intuition and their heart space. But that's where the gold is. And so we have to realize that our higher self is always pulling us where our heart is. And so we have to let go of the fear of change. We have to heal the things that are holding us back in our life. Does that look like lack? Does that look like not committing to something? Where is your self-worth at that point? How present are you? How aligned are you with your physical health and well-being? Are you getting enough sleep? I mean, there's so many things that go into you being able to align with your higher self. So I would first say, look at all the resistance that you have in your life, if you have any. Any resistance that you consistently feel is a sign that your higher self is trying to pull you in a direction, and you're trying to resist it because maybe there's change or there's a fear of unknown. That's a big one. The fear of unknown really halts people. And people get really comfortable in their life, but they don't realize that part of their design is continuous growth and expansion. That's why when people get all this money or they have like the career and the job and the fame or whatever, there's still this void. And that's because you are designed to want to consistently expand and grow. You have to allow yourself to do that. So it's not about, connecting to your higher self. It's about getting out of your own way so that your higher self can pull you towards it.
I don't know if this question you would understand, and I only came up with it just now after listening to you, because I've myself found with clients that I worked with, no matter what they did, they could not remove something that seemed to kind of been holding them in place. And so I wondered if this was something like I don't know, if it was from a past life or it was generational or it was just something in their foundation from when they were a child. It's almost like it's unexplainable and like it couldn't be taken away from them. So is there times that you found that, you're saying your shadow self or your, what you're resisting, is it possible that you can't take it away?
I don't believe anything's not possible. What I do feel, though, is that you can be the healer and the conduit. The person that you're working with is actually, they're healing themselves. You're just like the conduit for healing, right? And so it's more like, are they going to allow themselves to get that vulnerable with themselves to really unlock what is really blocking them? And I definitely believe that there's not a coincidence for anything. I believe that there's something that is always the reason why anything is presenting itself. And so, like, there could be past life trauma or ancestral trauma. There could be, trauma from this life. There could be, soul contracts and all of these other things and aspects. But at the end of the day, all of these things can be rewritten, reformed, and released and integrated. It's about using the correct techniques to really help the person relax. And I would say that a big part of this work, I think, getting to deeper stuff, is allowing the body to really be relaxed. And that's hard to do because you, as like a healer, if you're a healer, you can't force somebody to relax their body, right? You can use hypnosis or other techniques, but you have to be in a receptive enough state to hear what your body, what your mind, and what your emotions are telling you. You have to be present enough to be able to be aware of where this is coming from. I think that in this particular situation, parts work, therapy, and techniques come in really handy. Because what happens is when I encounter something that seems deeper, I will take a client into aspects of their subconscious that are popping out that I've witnessed being triggered in them. So let's say, like, I had a client who felt lost because of her job and she wanted to grow, but she was afraid. And when I took her into her subconscious, what we uncovered on a very deep level was that she was afraid of expressing herself on the truest level because of some trauma that happened at 6 years old due to her mom. And so when we took her back into that emotion, and then I moved to Gestalt therapy, where I had her feel that emotion presently, and give herself the healing that she would have needed or preferred to experience in that session. What happened is this lightness came over her when I brought her back out of it, and she was able to move forward because she had the awareness that she was able to hold the space for herself that she wasn't able to do as a child. And that was the block that was holding her back from moving forward in her career.
Wow. So was that hypnosis, or how did you do that? You brought her to her unconscious.
So parts work technique is really cool because you don't have to put someone into hypnosis for it to start working. So essentially, and for anyone listening, I would not practice this on your own. I would practice this with a professional first because the subconscious can be quite tricky. But
wait, what is it called? Wait, I couldn't hear what you said because you're moving fast. What was it that it's called? What kind of?
Parts work technique.
Oh, okay.
Or parts work therapy is another word for it. But essentially, what I do is I have clients set up 2 chairs or 3 chairs, and because there could be several fragmented parts. So I'm essentially working with the fragmented parts of your subconscious. And let's say that we're working through a problem, and you're like, I just don't know why I feel this way. I don't know why I have this fear just here, and I can't really get deeper. So then I would say, okay, I want you to sit down in one of these 2 chairs as that fear. And then what I do is I ask them a series of questions of like, what is this? I want you to completely leave the person behind. And when you sit down in the chair, I want you to fully become that fear. Okay? And that can be really overwhelming at first. So you want to go slow. And then what I would do is I would ask a series of questions of like, what does the fear feel like? How old does it feel? Does it feel masculine or feminine? And then once they really get into the emotion, they can start describing it more. And what you'll notice after you interview it, essentially, you're interviewing this fragmented part, there's going to be an opposing part that the fragmented part is protecting. Usually you'll find a protective mechanism or coping mechanism that has been developed to try and protect the person from harm or what was perceived to be harmful. And then so you'll have them kind of go into that fear. You'll then bring them out of that fear, have them sit in the other chair into the other part that you realize, and then you're kind of making them work into their subconscious while you interview these parts of themselves. And it's a really cool technique to do subconscious healing.
It sounds like soul retrieval and what a shaman does, in a way.
I would say that it's very similar to that practice, and in a different way. Yeah.
It sounds very safe and thorough. It's not like you're leaving them hanging, and there's a lot of explanation behind it, which you need.
Absolutely, and I really love parts work technique because the client is fully experiencing the emotion and the feeling that was going on and being presented in those moments. So they're really getting a very real experience of something, which again can be overwhelming. So I always teach, compassion, try not to judge what you're feeling, just observe it. That's why awareness is so important. But I think that it's a really cool way to have the client not be in a trance state, but be in a conscious enough state to really feel the realness of what they're experiencing, because it helps them ground, in my opinion, the context of why they even got to the place they did, if that makes sense.
Yes, I think, what I've experienced myself with dealing with any trauma, and then I've seen with others, is that a lot of time our fear, because it happened and sometimes we were very young, it's much worse than actually, like when you're looking at it, it's actually not as bad as than what you entertained in your mind. Like you built up and you gave it so much power, and it just scared you, and you don't even want to look at it. And then you go off, and it takes you in so many different directions just because you're trying to avoid the fear. So it's bad. It's really bad. I mean, it's like all the things all the things that could come out of fear is just. That's wonderful. So what caused you to go down this path?
Oh wow, how much time do we have? That's a long story. Long story short, I went through I was going to medical school, and when I was visiting schools, what happened is I started to have my intuitive gifts come online really crazy and really hard in a way that I'd never experienced them before. And then what that did is led into a very profound spiritual awakening. Mm-hmm. And through my spiritual awakening, I realized that my path was to be a healer. And I kind of allowed the evolution of that awakening experience to kind of lead me down a path of the unknown. And so far, this is where I've landed. And I've really just let my intuition and my heart lead me. I don't live by rational mind. I don't live by planning things and doing things like that. I'm very much just led by my intuition. So it was an experience of spirit, and that's what I continue to allow lead me.
Well, I'm grateful that you did. It seems as though that was definitely the right path for you. And I love how you are sharing everything, and it's giving us a idea of exactly how you do things. So do you have any upcoming events, or what do you have coming up? I know things are kind of pausing right now, but is there anything you want to share that's coming soon?
Yeah, so there's quite a bit in the works. So I am a writer for a wellness company, Woodwell. I'm also I am moving along with the podcast, we post weekly. I have a lot of projects in the making, but if anyone wishes to connect or reach out, the best way to do that would be through my Instagram or my LinkedIn page via email. But yeah, I have some events coming up, but those have not actually, the dates have not been released, so I don't want to foreshadow any of that until I have more information. But I do have an event tentatively scheduled for the 15th, but that'll be on Instagram Live. So I would just say, check out my Instagram page and just check out the updates that I post there.
So the podcast, what is that called, did you say?
It's the Woke AF podcast.
Okay.
And we started it actually end of February, and we've been really blessed to be quite successful so far. So we're definitely talking about spiritual stuff. We're talking about body and mind wellness. We feature guests, and our goal is really to educate people on how to really be the best versions of themselves, help them through consciousness and expansion and connection to their intuition. And we definitely love to talk about some esoteric topics. So if you're into that, definitely check it out.
Well, I plan on it. Is there anything else you'd like to share about just, to tell everyone any kind of, I don't know, it could be like a personal statement or mission thing or anything that you want to share with us?
I would say that anyone listening, that you're connected and you're attracted to this kind of content for a reason. And there's something in you that is pulling you towards a greater purpose. And that might not make very much sense to you right now, and that's okay. But I encourage all of you to really follow your heart and really connect to the deeper space, your inner truth, your authentic truth, and allow yourself, allow yourself to heal and integrate, and allow yourself to be light, and know that you are infinite and you have so many possibilities, and it's time to allow all of that greatness and love to really shine through. So it's time to do the work to get there. So I just encourage anyone listening to this to really dive into your spiritual practice and healing and integration, and really becoming the best version that you can be.
Well, thank you so much for joining us. I'm sorry we couldn't see your beautiful face.
I know, I'm so sorry. I wish I could.
I know, and then you said, what are we going to do? I said, we're just going to have you call in because we're not missing out on you. And I saw you. I did find you myself on Instagram, and I was drawn to you, and I said, who's that? Who's that? And then I heard your voice, like something, there must have been a video or something that I heard you, and I thought, wow, she definitely has a lot of information to offer that can help so many people. I mean, I myself almost was like drawn in where I got a little lost in when you were talking, and I'm supposed to be interviewing. And I was just trying to gather up, what can I, because I'm learning myself, I mean, and you have one way of getting there, and I have one way of getting there, and someone else has another way of getting there, but they're all valid. It's just really about, like you just said, finding your truest self, or allowing your truest self, right? And that's being your authentic self, and just really about just enjoying our life right now as we're here in the moment, and being happy, and just trying to get out of it whatever you want. Well, thank you so much for joining us, and maybe we could try it again another time. I don't know.
I would love that. I would love to connect more face to face, so to speak. But Mary, thank you so much for having me. It was an honor, and I love doing this regardless of if we couldn't connect the ideal way.
Yeah. Now, where are you coming from again?
I'm located in Cincinnati, Ohio right now.
Cincinnati, Ohio. I thought so. I have a sister in Ohio, Columbus, Ohio. Well, thank you so much. And you can find Devon on Instagram, The Balance Effect, and her LinkedIn as well, and her podcast. Have a wonderful day, and let's stay in touch.
Thank you so much. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye. I have to tell you, I'm in the middle I mean, I'm not going to bring up my personal stuff, but I'm in the middle of moving. And so I am trying to kind of cleanse my own life, whether it's belongings or myself. And it's funny, I've lived here for 3 years, and you don't realize that you become so attached. And I try not to be attached to material things, but when you're getting rid of stuff because you have to, when you move, it's difficult. So I'm a little kind of I don't want to say shredded, but I'm a little just all over the place today. So I solely apologize. And then when she couldn't connect on video, I think part of me went into a little bit of panic because I'm trying to do my best here. I'm trying to do my best because I feel like it's my mission. And I'm trying to bring light. And so anyway, let's move on to angel facts. And let's see. Maybe I'll just get like lose any kind of let's see. So here we go. I've surrounded the show with angel information today because I need my angels around me, lifting me up. Angel presence. There's a couple of ways that might indicate to you that you have angel presence. You might feel a tingling on your head, a breeze or wind might brush across your face, and it feels as though there's a presence that's touching you. You might just feel that you're not alone, because you're not. Now, if an angel wants to communicate with you, you will receive a message. And you'll know, if you're aware and you're paying attention, you'll know that this is something, I need to notice this. There's something to this. I'm trying to be, because, angels want to guide us and protect us and help us find our truest path, the best destiny for us. Angels are made of light, but when they choose to make their presence known, you will feel or see them. You might even see a spark of light, because angels are made of light. So why do I believe in visualizations and meditations? Well, I've learned myself that by calming myself with relaxing my body and being in the moment and, closing off any outside energies, I found that just being quieting and stilling and having stillness in your mind relaxes you. It's a gift to feel calm and peaceful in your spirit. And to restore your pure spirit, you must clear away darkness and negativity. So to manifest, in other words, is having a dream or a goal. It takes intention, emotional openness, and belief. You will not manifest your goals or your dreams if you laugh at yourself or if you have doubt. So let's embrace new positive opportunities together. Let's decide exactly what you want. So don't be vague, be your authentic self. So there's steps to manifesting. The first step, I'm going to tell you right now, is to write down your goal or dream on a piece of paper. Now, you're not sharing this with anyone else. It's just for you, because you don't want any negative energy from someone else. You just want it's all about you. So you're going to write it down on a piece of paper. You're not going to share it with anyone. And it could be that whatever it is you want, it could be something that you want to change in yourself. It could be something materialistic. It could be a relationship. And you're going to put it in your sock drawer and you're going to leave it there. You're going to tell no one, and you're going to keep all positive energy surrounding your desire. The second step is going to be, let's do it together. Close your eyes, and I would like you to visualize whatever it is that you want, and using all of your senses. So I use the example of something, a yellow car. So what I'm doing when I'm manifesting my yellow car is I close my eyes and I see the yellow car. I smell the yellow car using all my senses. I feel the yellow car. Now, if you do this and you don't feel any joy, like it doesn't make you happy, whatever it is that you're trying to manifest your goal, then there's something blocking you from getting it and you won't be able to attain it. So you have to go to whatever it is. And that might be someone told you when you were a young child, no, you can't be a writer. No. And it might have not been an important thing that they said to you, but you took it that way. And it might have been that, no, you can't have that, ha, ha, ha. But you can. Anything is possible. So you're going to visualize having it, whatever it is that you want. And if it brings joy to your heart, then you can have it. The next thing I would like you to do is, and before, if you do find out what's blocking you from having it, let it go or address it. If it's family or friends, they should only support you. They don't want, they shouldn't be breaking your spirit or taking away your dreams. Embrace what you desire. And then the third is to speak aloud. So I would say, and talk about it in present terms. So my yellow car out in the driveway, it's a little sports car. It has black leather interior. I really like when I take the top off, when I take the top down, and I feel the wind in my hair, and talk about it as if you already have it. So the 3 steps are: write it down, put it in your sock drawer, visualize it as if you already have it, using all your senses. And third is talk about it like you have it already, aloud. Okay, now before we go, I wanted to share from let's take that out. Yeah. From the glitter box, today we have clear quartz crystal tumbled gemstones, and they're known as, that's Elsa behind me, my puppy dog. It's the stone of power. It's clear and it protects from negativity. So it will embrace your spiritual connection. Enhance your spiritual connection. Enhance and embrace. So it attunes to you, your higher self. It magnifies healing vibrations, energy, or intention. I really need this right now. It's known as the master crystal healer. It's good for grounding. So in other words, if you get really emotional and you're up in all your thoughts, to be grounded means that you're here. Your feet are firmly planted in the ground, and you're not all up in your head. So it helps with grounding. It harmonizes all the chakras and aligns the subtle bodies. I want to remind you that everything you say, think, and do designs your future. Fear and negative thoughts will become darkness in your life, attracting happiness in people, relationships, and career. So let's create only positive thoughts. Thank you for joining me. Please like my Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, Mary Amy Official. Wishing you create light, art, actions of kindness and compassion to clear away darkness. Lasting repercussions through a chain of events. With awareness, you can change your focus, your mood, yourself, and your happiness. I'm sending out prayers to all of you, hope, health, and happiness. And we have some guests coming up in the next 2 weeks. We have Psychic Evelyn from Scotland, and we have Medium Floor from Los Angeles. She's a very well-known medium. So have a wonderful day. I'm sending light from my heart.